I'm Thea Faulkner. I'm the Director of Partners in Education, which is the community, parent, and family engagement arm of Jackson Public Schools. And we welcome you to JPS to celebrate the Junior League of Jackson and Community Foundation's Teacher Mini Grant opportunity.
So it's an opportunity for teachers to think creatively about how they might better serve their scholars in the classroom and around the classroom, and so they've written grants, and the partnership is here today to present those grants.
I've learned a new word this year. It's called acquiesce. And about 20 times an hour, I say acquiesce, acquiesce, acquiesce. Because that's what we've had to do to remain relevant in the midst of COVID-19. So I just want to celebrate the ladies of the Junior League of Jackson. You all have been the epitome of grace, endurance, and diligence to make this still happen for our teachers. And we are just recognizing the Junior League officers who are with us today. Stacy McNinch, who is the president for the 2020-2021 school year.
So today we are so excited to present more than $100,000 in grants to our teachers in the JPS Public School District. Each year since 1990, the Junior League of Jackson has come together to present grants to teachers that apply. For 30 years now, we've been presenting those awards, and since 2004, we've been partnering with the Community Foundation for Mississippi to really expand the amount of money that we're able to give to those teachers.
Bethany Smith, the Community Vice President. Thank you, Bethany. Lacey Bergen, who's the Emerging Leaders Co-Chair, and Michelle Simon, who's an emerging leader as well. I want to lift up and acknowledge Parker Jackson, who's the Emerging Leaders Chair. Parker is unable to attend because she's a classroom teacher, so she is teaching virtually as we speak. Parker has done an extraordinary amount of work on this project, and one of the things she said that resonated with me was, I am a teacher, so I understand how important this effort is to teachers. Our heartfelt appreciation to all of you with the Junior League of Jackson for your heart and hands who have given great thought and care to make this day and these amazing initiatives for JPS educators possible. You've worked hard to be creative and intentional to make this year's Teacher Mini Grant initiative meaningful and memorable. We offer our sincere thanks and appreciation. And to the Community Foundation of Jackson of Mississippi, Jane Alexander, CEO, and Susan Frazier, Director of Donor and Grant Services, thank you for your continued work to provide endowment funds for these projects. Ideas are great, but funds are needed to bring these ideas to life. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your skills to manage these funds well to allow us to continue this opportunity for JPS teachers each year.
I'm Stacy McNinch, and I'm the president of the Junior League of Jackson. This program is very special to our league, and we are so thankful for its long history. And it's made possible, thank you also to Susan, who is here with us, and the Community Foundation for Mississippi. The funding for these grants is made equally by these two organizations. In addition to the funding, a great deal of time, energy, and expertise is required on the part of a number of people. Special thanks to Parker Jackson. She is the chair of our Emerging Leaders program, and our co-chair, Lacey Bergen, as well as the entire 2020-21 class of Emerging Leaders. They have put in so much time and thought in awarding these grants to these teachers. Parker has been quick to point out that this project would not be possible without the resources provided by the Community Foundation for Mississippi and the tireless work and attention to detail on the part of Thea Faulkner with JPS Partners in Education. JPS has some of the most passionate, talented educators who are committed to the success of their scholars. The children of JPS are incredibly loved, as we could tell by each submission that we received. I cannot think of another profession that demonstrates such renewed passion day after day after day. I stand here in great admiration and respect for each of the teachers that submitted not only these applications, but also the other teachers who show up day after day to educate and are committed to these students. For the countless students who are better having crossed their paths, and from those of us much like myself who could never have the patience and determination to do what they do. The Junior League of Jackson says thank you. Our theme for the 2020-21 league year is Everyone Counts, and this program, combined with your continued efforts, embodies this theme beautifully. I wish you the best of success this year as you invest in the youth of today that will be the leaders of tomorrow.
I'm Susan Frazier with the Community Foundation for Mississippi, and I'm also a proud sustaining member of the Junior League of Jackson. So I do want to say that this is one of our favorite programs. We have worked, the Community Foundation has worked with, in partnership with the Junior League, goodness, for I think over 15 years, probably longer. It is a privilege to do this and to honor these teachers. It amazes us. It's the creativity, and Thea, thank you especially for shepherding this whole program. We are pleased and proud to work with JPS in this program and in several others along with the W.K. Kellogg Foundation.
Thank you to the Junior League of Jackson, to the Community Foundation for this wonderful partnership. Wonderful to see that y'all have been partnering for the 15, 16 years, but also that this program, this mini grant program for teachers and their creativity has been, what, 30 years running? That's an amazing feat, because you too see the power and the magic in what teachers are able to create when we just get out of the way and allow the teachers to be the brains that they are and the hearts that they are to imagine something better for their scholars and to create these programs and to apply for these grants. Just thank you. I was reading some of the literature and see that you've granted over the years over $1 million, I believe it is, to teachers in this program. Again, that's amazing. I want to say something about that teachers being in the driver's seat. If we never learned before, then certainly in the current times with our trying to get our arms around and understand and fight through and climb up and over this pandemic, there's no one right answer. There's no brain sitting on high, doling out the answers and the specific strategies and pathways to those throughout the country, throughout the world, trying to serve young people and their families. And so it's always special and always appropriate to name and to acknowledge our teachers for their brilliance. I think even more so in this day and time. And I'm just excited that so many of our teachers applied, that they came with some really wonderful programs. I'm excited to see the schools where the teachers serve and the numbers of schools that are being granted, and just all the things that have gone into, and all of the sweat equity that's gone into making this day happen. Of course, I want to thank our team here at Jackson Public Schools, Thea Faulkner, and all those who've worked alongside to lift up our teachers, lift up our scholars, and the wonderful things that are happening here in Jackson Public Schools. Just appreciate all those opportunities. We know that when smart and caring people are at the helm, we know that some great things can happen. And we are striving every day towards excellence for our scholars here in Jackson Public Schools. So again, I just want to say thank you to the Junior League of Jackson, again to the Community Foundation, to all of those who helped to raise these funds. I'm excited to see these projects come alive in classrooms, excited to get the feedback from our young people, because you know they won't spare any details on how things run in the classroom. So we're just excited for all of that.
Thank you, everyone. So as you know, we normally have this wonderful celebration and reception where we invite all of our awardees to come and to be celebrated. Junior League and your wonderful creativity has come up with a reception in the box. So they will be delivering goodie bags and goodie boxes to every school, not only the awardees, but everyone who actually wrote a grant.